You know, ladies and gentlemen, it's not often that I feel hurt by comments in my videos, but after the last episode, I was genuinely hurt by what was said. Some of you guys said that I forgot the hill that Jack and Sally stood on whenever we created this graveyard. Well, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, because we are getting into it today. We will be making the hill that Jack and Sally stood on. You just hold on to your butt cheeks, baby. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The hill that Jack and Sally sang their duet on. And I think that it actually came out looking pretty good. I love the way that this hill turned out. It is probably one of my favorite builds in this area just because of how famous it is. This is the scene from the movie. It is exactly, what everybody thinks about whenever they think of The Nightmare Before Christmas is this exact hill. This thing is in pretty much all of the portraits and all that you see for The Nightmare Before Christmas. Everyone depicts Jack and Sally on top of this hill. So it is a great injustice if we leave this thing out. And I think that this thing came out looking pretty good. I still have a lot that I want to do around here. I still would like to decorate the grounds with some pumpkins and mushrooms and things like that just to make it feel a little bit more alive, because right now it's kind of a bit bland. So I'll probably do a bit of that. I also need to work out an entrance into this area. And I think that I may take Kingdom Hearts as a bit of inspiration here. And I believe it was Kingdom Hearts 1, which, by the way, yes, is still one of my favorite games of all time. Do not hate on the Kingdom Hearts franchise. I know the story is a bit convoluted, but I don't care. You talk smack about Kingdom Hearts, and you talk smack about me. That's how we roll on this issue, okay? Anyway, back to what I was saying. I think I may take a little bit of a inspiration from Kingdom Hearts 2 and actually make like a little gravestone piece along the wall, and we'll just have a door open into that gravestone, and then the gravestone continue on the other side of the wall and have it act as a sort of doorway into this area. That's how Kingdom Hearts decided to integrate a graveyard and the hill. Instead of doing them all as one piece, they had kind of a graveyard area, and then you would slap a door that's on top of a grave, and then you would be swooshed into the gravestone and then swoosh back out an identical gravestone that had a door on it on the other side. We can't quite do it that well in Minecraft, but we can do just kind of a gravestone with a door in it somewhere over here. And I think that will look pretty darn good. But I need to go and collect up some materials, some stone stuff before we get into that. So I will bring you guys back in just a minute. Okay, so I have some materials collected up, and our basic goal is to get from here to in there, and that's basically all that we have to do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tear out a bit of this wall here like so, and then rip up this thing and that thing, and there we go. We can walk through, except that that's a bit boring. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna start ripping some of this stuff out. We don't need all of this. This is too much. The stuff and things in the way. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself some type of gravestone to go into this area. And it needs to be relatively ornate. We don't want it to be too boring looking, or else we're not going to be able to sell this thing. So let's do something a bit like that with some stairs on the underneath. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's looking okay. I'm digging it. I can dig it. Maybe do like a stair here and a stair here and then a stair in between. Yeah. I think that's good. And then what we can do is just dig this out a bit like so. Do like a little thingy like this, and then a thingy like this on this side. And okay, now what we would need is some spruce door there. And come here. I need you back. You're in the wrong place. I need you back. And boop. Okay, perfect. And there? No, not there. There! Perfect. Oh, well, you guys don't open right. Well, that is a bit of an issue, isn't it? Okay, hold on. We're gonna get this fixed. We're gonna fix it. I always have problems placing doors, and I don't know why. Grab my doors back. Let's do one. Boop. Nope. Dang it! This is not going how I planned. Let's do, dude, why is my inventory so full? I went and collected materials, and now it's like, hello, you have all the materials. Like this? Nope. Dang it. Like this. And ha! Got it. Oh, we got a little bit of a hole here, though. We'll just do that. There we go. Perfect. Now that is looking like a pretty ornate grave. And then we just walk through, and bada bing, bada boo, we got a little bit of a hole in the wall, but that's okay. We can fix that up. We can get that. We can totally make something that works out of this. So let's just get like a little bit of decoration pieces. That's a word, right? I think I just made it up, but it's definitely a word now. Let's get a bit of, I guess we could do like stone bricks. Would this look bad if we just did like a little bit of stone brickage here and there? And how does that look? Does that look too over the top? It 1000% looks like a doorway. Yeah, that's not really what I wanted to go for. I wanted something more along the lines of this, but bigger. Yeah, I'm going to have to rework this. And think about it. Let's think about it. Let's tear all of this down, and I'll tell you what. I'm gonna play around with it for a minute here, and I'll bring you guys back in just a second. Alrighty, so it's been a few minutes, and I think that I now have a design that looks at least a little bit decent. I think that this will work fine in this area. It still has a very similar shape to the rest of our gravestones, but it does have this nice little access door in the middle that leads over into that area. It actually resembles one of the bigger gravestone designs that I did over in the other side, over in this area. Yeah, this one over here. It actually kind of resembles one of these guys, but it's slightly different because it has the door in the middle and stuff like that. I think that it came out looking pretty good. I think that overall, it still looks like a gravestone, but obviously it has the door in the middle that it is centered around. Now all I need to do is kind of build this wall back up that we destroyed, and I think that we will be good to go. So just kind of build this thing up here, and we really don't need to do it over here, I don't think. Yeah, we kind of do because it's a little bit low. So maybe do like yoink and then bring this up by 2 like so. And now how does this look from the other side? It could use work. It could definitely use work, but it really, this side doesn't particularly matter because it's just supposed to be a gateway and then you're supposed to be able to go back into the graveyard. So this side I'm not as worried about, but making it look a little bit cooler could be good. Could definitely be good. Could definitely use a bit of work around here. But overall, I think that this gravestone design looks good. I think that's more what we were going for rather than that diagonal doorway thing that I was trying earlier. Yeah, this is much better. Now I need to get in some decorations into this area because right now it's still very plain. We're going to get some mushrooms. We're going to get some iron bars. We're going to get some wither skeleton skulls. Probably need to go back and get some wither roses and more dead bushes and stuff, but here in just a minute, this area will be completely prettified. So, oh, and we should probably do a couple of gravestones, kind of like in this area. I feel like that'll really help fill in this spot. Yeah, we may add that as well. We may add just a couple of gravestones. Not a ton, because this is obviously the graveyard, but maybe like special people were buried here or something. I don't know. But having a couple of gravestones may help to fill this area in just a bit. So I'm going to get to work around here. We still have a lot to do for this hill in today's episode, but overall, I like how it is coming. So I will bring you guys back in just a minute. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so it has been a little while and I have been doing some work on the hill area, and I think that it's come to a point that it looks pretty good, so allow me to show you guys around a bit. So let's go ahead and head inside of our hill area through our little gravestone door here. And check it out, ladies and gentlemen. I've added a little bit of that dead fauna that we have from the graveyard over into this area. Also added in some jack-o'-lanterns for lighting throughout this area, as well as our lanterns on our iron bars like we normally do. You'll also see some path blocks on the ground the second that you walk through this gravestone, and that is to lead us up to the back of the hill. Now, the reason that I did this is you actually can get on top of this hill. I made the back of it to where it's kind of like a staircase and you can just head all the way up to the top and get on top of this guy, just like Jack and Sally did in The Nightmare Before Christmas. However, sadly, the third-person view is not epic enough to capture this amazing moment. I kind of wish that we could zoom this thing out just a bit, but we are on top of the big hill. But anyway, that's why I added those pathing blocks, just to let people know that you can come up here. We have some gravestones dotted around. I didn't want too many gravestones in this area though, because otherwise it would make our graveyard seem kind of pointless. But we do have a couple of gravestones dotted around just to fill in some space. Have some wither skeleton skulls as well. And overall, I think that this area came out nicely. I'm a little bit worried about mob spawning. So like up here, I added in a lantern. Even though I really don't like this lantern being up here, I needed to stop mobs from spawning in this area. And we're still going to have some areas in which mobs are going to be able to spawn, and I don't particularly like that, but there's not much that I can do at this point with that. I may can add like something there. But, for instance, I can't add something in the loop of this without it just looking ridiculous. It's just one of those things that we're going to have to deal with, and yeah. But overall, I do think that this came out looking good. I think that this is a nice little area. Let's go ahead and get a flyover of this thing at this point. Come on, there we go. And now let's take a look at it. You know, I think it came out looking good. I do. It's not as busy as the graveyard by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still good looking. It is. Let's see if we can make it through here. Woohoo! Professional flyer. Nice. No, I like it. I do. I like it. I think it looks good. It's a little bit bland, but overall, it's not bad. I guess I could add in a few more gravestones just to kind of fill in some of the area, but overall, I do like it. Overall, I do like it. I think it came out looking good. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And if you have any other ideas for things that I can add into that area, I'm more than willing to come up or to listen to your guys' ideas. Put them in the comment section down below. I love getting tips from you guys. Can you get out of here, Mr. Spider? That would be great. Perfect. You're amazing. Yeah, but anyway, any ideas that you guys have, put them in the comment section down below. I can totally implement them into this area. It is a little bit bland, but I didn't want to add a ton of gravestones around either. I just don't know what I could add, especially underneath like this area. This is a big, wide open area, but there was nothing underneath the big circle hill in the movie, and I want to stay as close to the movie as I possibly can with this whole area. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I think that's going to be where I wrap up today's video. In the next video, we're likely going to be working on the Enchanted Forest, which is going to be the area that we begin going into different towns, going into Christmas Town and things like that. Which brings me to my last point of this video, and something that I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. In order to get to Christmas Town, there are a couple of ways that we can do it. And obviously, Christmas Town will be our Season 2 of the Let's Play. But the question is, how do you guys want to get there? We can either build a portal through the Nether and then have a couple thousand blocks through the Nether to get to where our area is. Or alternatively, we can do a much more simple teleportation way, and we can spawn in a command block whenever we hit a pressure plate by falling through the tree. It'll activate that command block, and that command block will teleport us, the player, over to Christmas area. But do you guys think that spawning in a command block is cheaty? I want to know what your guys' opinion is on that. Obviously, we'll have to give up something in the world in order to get that command block. So maybe like a block of diamond, we delete that, throw it into a cactus or something, and then that lets us get one command block, and we can use that command block to teleport to different places in the world. I'm really interested in knowing your guys' opinion in that, because Nether travel is nice, but whenever you're going for something like this where you really want the tree to be your teleportation, not a Nether portal to be your teleportation, it really kind of takes you out of the experience if you have to go through the tree, through the Nether portal, and then make a tunnel through the Nether in order to get to your next area. It doesn't really flow right, but I'm not going to do it unless you guys are okay with it. So anyway, guys, I think that's going to be where I wrap up today's video. I do hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.